How do you lose weight through a diet only? Quite simply focusing on the quality and quantity of the food you eat. The term diet has been misused, misinterpreted and marketed poorly. If you see someone eating a salad or eating something healthy, the average person will ask, "Are you dieting? Why are you dieting?" To the general population, a diet is a short-term way of eating in which they follow in an attempt to fit in a swimsuit or to look good for the summer. Diet in the literal sense comes from the Greek word diaita and the Latin word diaeta, which means to live one's life and manner of living, respectively. The two problems with diets are that people think, 1. They will just change how they eat in the short term for some body and then return back to their prior way of eating. Or, 2. They believe they can keep the same habits which made them overweight or obese in the first place. To be fair, I haven't been skinny for most of my life. Actually quite the opposite, I was overweight for close to 60 to 75% of my life. I didn't really control or even pay attention to how I ate. I thought nothing of it. What I have came to realize is how we eat affects us much more than just the calories and macros a food contains. It has physiological interactions which affect every part of our body. For most people, they don't understand they are slowly killing themselves the most painful death. It's like death by 1,000 needles. It may not affect you today, maybe not tomorrow, but decades from now you will look back and wonder, how did this happen to me? You don't diet to lose weight. You change your relationship with food. The food we eat either enhances our health or is detrimental to it. The funny thing is, when you choose food that enhances your health, your body tends to correct itself when given a good environment. However, when you give food that hinders your health, you only promote a worse environment for your body to function. This is explained in ways like gene expression, epigenetics. Foods which we weren't meant to consume actually have more effect on our overall way of eating than we believe. Through some measures we know, but there are many more we have yet to find out. Have you ever wondered why when you see a donut, a cookie or a cake your mouth waters? When literally the sight, smell, or simple thought of a delicious treat has such a powerful effect on your body that you have to literally resist the temptation to eat it. Food that is detrimental creates a neuro-association inside our body and mind which makes it hard to resist. Even worse, these foods have an effect on our satiety and hunger. They rewire your brain through leptin and ghrelin and actually cause you to continue eating even when you're not hungry. The reward system of eating a high-rewarding food are a good deal for your body. You do very little work for this thought of a huge payoff. Our body is actually really smart and correctly made. It is wired for survival. This works for us, but due to the new environment of food over the past few centuries now, it is working against us. When your body sees a good deal, it strongly urges you to take advantage of it. What does this have to do with dieting? Learning how to deal with your body and mind, and eat less impulsively is one of the most powerful things to control in your eating. Learning to eat foods which are more satiating is important. For this we can look at the satiety index, which includes some higher satiety foods. Some examples: vegetables, fruits, meat and seafood, beans, lentils, potatoes and sweet potatoes, yogurt, nuts, seeds, avocados, eggs, etc. Here's the kicker: the reason we overeat when we eat certain foods is because our body is wired to seek nutrients. Except we can't taste nutrients. Back in the day it was literally automatic that through eating we would obtain them. Unfortunately, certain high-caloric, low-nutrient foods provide little to none for our body. Even when you eat them, you are still hungry because your body is craving for more nutrients. Your gut can detect the food and signal to your brain telling you it needs more or if it has enough. Managing stress is actually the biggest X factor to eating to enhance our health. Stress is the culprit to poor food choices and behavior. It is one of the biggest factors that led to unnecessary weight gain. Stress is the real or imaginary threat to our survival. Unfortunately, our mind cannot distinguish between something real or fake. We were wired to help us survive from things like lions. When the fight or flight response is activated, whether you're about to get in a fight or if it's just the feeling of getting caught up in road rage, the feeling you may lose your job, get a bad grade on a test or be in a time crunch for work. It activates the sympathetic nervous system, which this cascades into many responses. It inhibits digestion. Decreased nutrient absorption, which causes us to overeat. Cholesterol and triglycerides increase. Cortisol increases and insulin production increases. We begin to store fat. It kills gut flora, increases inflammation and oxidative stress, decreases growth hormone. Honestly, I'm getting stressed out thinking about what stress is. When you eat under stress, when you are constantly stressed out, it affects your decisions and actually causes you to store more fat. Next time you're stressed or about to eat emotionally, ask yourself, is it life-threatening? If not, take a second, slow down, take a few deep, long breaths. The magic is by slowing down, relaxing and breathing you actually trick your body and activate the parasympathetic nervous system. This allows you to make better decisions and to be in an optimal state for eating. Want to hear something cool, but not so funny? Our body was made to seek variety because we need a vast amount of nutrients. Thousands of years ago we used to eat seasonally and have periods of feast and famines. Unfortunately, now we have so much variety it actually confuses our brain. Coupled with the good deal, reward system of eating foods that are not as filling, palatable, it explains why we can be full but still be hungry for dessert or something else. This is called sensory-specific satiety. It's why on Christmas and Thanksgiving we can eat to the point of being sick or sleepy. Recognizing this is important. That is why learning how to be smart about food options and control hunger are important. You learn to diet by making it a way of lifestyle. Understanding hunger isn't always what we think it is. You can be tricked to think you're hungry from 1. Insulin, the donut example. 2. Leptin and ghrelin, by turning off your satiety and craving nutrients. 3. Controlling stress and emotional eating. 4. Understanding nutritional hunger. 5. Recognizing many times we think we're hungry when we're actually thirsty. More important, eating real whole foods that give us the nutrients we need and those that fill us up. I should probably mention that you have to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. This energy deficit is much easier to obtain by eating whole food. While exercise can help enhance that deficit slightly, food has by far the biggest effect on weight loss. The quality of food you eat and how much food you eat. Eat healthy fats, good amount and quality sources of protein. Eat a lot of vegetables, plenty of polyphenols and color. Eat fiber-free biotic foods daily. Don't forget fermented foods too. Gut microbiome. The gut is like the second brain. It sends more information to the brain than the brain sends to the gut. Drink plenty of water. Don't drink your calories. Get good quality sleep. Quality is more important than quantity, but don't live off 4 hours of sleep a day. 6 to the 9th of may be a sweet spot. While 80% of your body, maybe more, comes from the food you eat. Exercising is also important. Nutrition is vastly more important, but that doesn't mean you can neglect on exercise. Lack of exercise can cause aging, cognitive brain decline, and other health-related issues. Also, exercising does make it slightly easier. You don't have to work out hours and hours a day. You just have to stay active daily. Combine that with purposeful and consistent exercise weekly. Some people think you have to spend an hour weight training or 30 to 60 minutes running. If you're time crunched, you could do 20 to 30 minutes weight training sessions weekly. Kettlebell workouts are time effective. Combined with a little walking in the morning or night plus some HIIT cardio or Tabata. I think it's too easy to get stuck on one exercise. I found by combining several I feel much better. This is what I combine. Walking, weight training, yoga, endurance cardio. I found it's about making how we eat and how we move our body a lifestyle, not some short-term quick fix. Playing the short game is putting a band-aid over a problem. Playing the long game fixes the problem at the root. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe this channel.